Hello everyone, 5 things I wish I knew on day 1 of Squad Busters. We've been playing for almost 3 months now, and these things we're going to go over today are things that would have changed the game for me if I knew it on the first day. So first one I'm going to go over was going full cult. I absolutely love cults starting off. If I ever saw them, I would grab them, and I had no problem at all building a full army around them. Don't get me wrong, the first 2 minutes I was absolutely wrecking people inside the game, but the later 2 I found out real quick, or it took me a while to realize it, that I was getting crushed by actual squads. If I would have just substituted one of these cults for somebody like the battle healer, a hog rider, a wizard, or even a medic, I could have had a totally different outcome inside the game by utilizing all the characteristic and skills of these other heroes. Do I regret it? No, but I probably could have gotten a lot further in the game a lot faster if I would have just stayed away from it. The next one is not grabbing farmers, exclusively Mavis and Greg. I would go and look at the pick between the 3 heroes, look at the damage per second and say, yep, that guy right there has the highest attack numbers, we're going for them and we're gonna crush it. I always went with the I'm gonna hit him hard and try to melt him fast, and I didn't quite realize how much I was actually missing from these. The fact of how many coins I could stack up in the beginning, and not to mention the healing aspect of Mavis with the carrots, grabbing those, that was a great way to keep me alive, keep me out of trouble, but yet still keep me in a decent position. Sure, I would pick Greg every now and then if the choices didn't really look that great, but Mavis, I would just step right over. I did not want anything to do with her at all, and obviously I have a big change on that now. If I see a Mavis, there's a good chance I'm grabbing her at the beginning, but even with Trader, I would pass up on him. I made tier lists, I'd say he was useless, not realizing how many gems I was missing out on because I wasn't farming those coins. The next one, however, I am still struggling today on, and that's saving my boost. I will hold and press this thing as long as I can, so I pretty much look like a zombie moving around the board with this little splurt here and there, just getting a quick thing of speed. But I've realized real fast that having those boots in both an attack situation and in a defense situation are great to be able to run into, run away, or even hold it down to get that attack speed. Now, as I said, I still haven't really gotten this perfected yet. I'm kind of using crutches here and there by going and making sure I'm getting more blue boxes, and then obviously going and grabbing Hog Rider a bunch, touching the grass, and getting it filled back up. But I still find myself holding it down a bunch. I am working on getting better, but there's still times where I'm just scooting along and then I lose that speed. Those games that I do bad and I don't grab a Hog Rider, I just associate it with I got bad picks because I didn't get the Hog Rider. But really, when it comes down to it, I smash this thing too much, I hold it down too much, and once again, I'm working on getting better with it. The next one, though, I was able to nip in the butt pretty quickly, and that's chasing down my opponents. I don't know what it is with me, but if I see anybody go after me, I am going to run them down on the ground. I don't care if I waste 2 minutes chasing them, I was set on taking them and getting them busted. Even if I saw somebody inch towards me just a little bit, I was like, game on, let's do this. And I would go in. I think there was a saying, mess around and find out, something like that. That was my mentality at the beginning of the game. I was going to go and try to just get that end screen say, busted by I pick my butt. But I quickly realized that losing a bunch of troops, losing that time of farming, I was never really ranking in a good position. Even though I did get that joy of shutting them down, it wasn't really a smart move. So now if I see them even go and I start to chase, they got some speed boots. If there's a chance that they might get away, I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna let you go. But I am gonna keep an eye on their name, so if I see them again, I'll get my second chance at them. For the last one, this is one I see a lot of other players do too, and that's going and attacking that first place player. You could be sitting in the top 5, ranked number 2, but there's something about wanting that first place that you just go, man, I need to get it. I want to be on the top of the board there. And I myself, I used to go in with half of the army of what the first place one is, saying, hey, if I could just go and drop one of their troops on the outer edge, maybe that's enough gems that they'll lose, that I'll gain, and then put myself in that first place situation. And obviously, you know, that never works really well. So I've gotten a lot better of knowing what I can go up against, waiting for those keen opportunities of a bomb exploding, something smashing down or getting jumped on, or even having another enemy go in, attack them, and then I can flank them from the side. I know a lot of the haters out there say there's no strategy in this game at all, but there actually is a good amount that you can do and a lot of learning inside the game to make sure that you are sitting in that top 5. If I go and see myself at number 2 and I can't size up against it, I'm gonna just hang out, kick back, and say, you know what? This is a good position. I'm going to take the win on this and take the trophies too. So those are my 5 things that I wish I knew on day 1, which, like I said, could have helped me a good amount inside the game. If you got one that you want to share, let us know in the comments below. And if you really want to know how Jessie works, her turret works, the damage that's done, all the little hidden stats behind it, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.